Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostle and elder great millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all. Keep pushing this truth throughout the four winds. All right. Just real quickly go through just a quick little video, man. The hiss of Yahawashi. Okay. I'm starting Isaiah 7:18. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day the Lord shall hiss for the fly that is in the uttermost part of the rivers of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria." Okay. This was basically, when this was broken down, when I was reading it with a brother today, it's kind of like the example I gave is like people who fly fish. Okay. Fly fishers, what they do is they'll take the pole and it's almost like whipping the water with it. And fish, they'll get used to that light tap. Boom, on the water. And then what they'll eventually do is they'll bite. So this is in like to the nation of Israel. Okay, because we're basically in Egypt right now also. All right. So he's basically saying that when it says hiss for the fly, that hiss is getting your attention. Okay. The definition is to hiss, to whistle, to pipe. It says to hiss as a signal. So Yahawashi would actually give a signal, and that's that light tapping on the water. Only certain fish are going to bite on that. So if all was Israel in the water, only certain fish would bite the bait that he was whipping out. Okay. When someone fly fishing. Okay. And it says, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. So, when you go up, I think it's verse 15, it speaks on honey, and it said he would eat that. Okay. So if he ate it, and he basically gave it to, you know what I'm saying? It made reference to honey, to a bee. So you have the northern and the southern kingdom. They will be where they were, but they will be of a certain nation, okay, of Israel, a certain tribe. We know the certain tribe went to captivity by the Assyrians. Okay, so by them being captives by the Assyrians, these were the northern tribes. So it came a point in time to where they were put away. All right. But the time of refreshing and the time of being called back together, this was the method that he said he was going to use. Okay. Honey attracts bees. Okay. So if he ate honey and he spoke it, and a certain bee called a bee is going to know that's honey he's speaking. That's sweet. I understand it. Okay. But it was only certain ones that was going to get it. You know what I'm saying, if you will. Okay. So these two nations, they went off. They were scattered. He's saying how he's going to reach one of the nations and how he's going to reach the other. Okay. It says to hiss, to whistle, to pipe. That means to get their attention. And this is how this is done. This is Matthew 11:16. It says, "But whereunto shall I listen? I liken this generation. It is like children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you." So now it's basically showing that same spirit that when he gave it to us, we would also be doing the same thing, because the definition up here was piped and whistled and hissed. So that's what we're doing. This is just an example of how Yahawashi got our attention and set us forth to basically do the same thing that he did. Okay, that's what we were called to do. Okay, it says, and ye have not danced, because just like he hissed at certain other Israelites and it didn't get their attention, just like it's not getting their attention today when we're hissing to them or we're piping to them. Okay, in the marketplace, the chief place of concourse. Okay, it says, and ye have not danced. They haven't danced because they don't understand the song. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. So all the things we're doing, we're crying unto you and singing to you this song through Yahawashi to try to wake you up. But that hiss or that song is only going to be heard by who's chosen to hear it. That's Yahawashi's hiss. Okay, that's the way he's getting attention. This is Isaiah 30:21. And thine ears shall hear a word. That's that hissing behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So you're going to understand that hissing sound, that voice of Yahawashi is going to resonate with you. You're going to be that fish that when they're fly fishing and it gets your attention, you take the bait. Okay, you take the bait. And for the northern kingdom, when that honey, you're going to smell it. Boom, boom. You're going to be attracted to it. You're going to be drawn to it, because that's the way it was set up. You're hearing the hiss. Okay, that hiss of Yahawashi is going to resonate with you. And this is Zechariah 10. I'm going to start 8. It says, I will hiss for them and gather them, for I will redeem them. Okay, so that hiss brings forth redemption. That hiss brings forth salvation. Okay, and they shall increase as they have increased. And so when you hear the hiss, it's your job to do the hissing. That spirit of Yahawashi is going to make that. It's going to make it happen. Okay, it says, and I will sow them among the people. So wherever we're set out to do this, wherever that seed fell on, what ground it fell on, or the tree, wherever it fell, that's where you're going to be doing these works. It says, and they shall remember me in a far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again. Okay, so that's that hiss of Yahawashi. It's going to be heard throughout the four winds to his chosen men. Okay, hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi. That belongs to the Apostle Nell's Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you. I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.